I might be addicted to playing Magic again. I've been playing on the Magic Arena. But okay, it's finally actually like so accessibly free. Even though there is like a limitation of like how many decks you can get. But even just like as long as you just like keep playing and you gotta like win and whatnot to like get, your gold or whatever tokens is what say. You get they have this like event called a jump in match where you like just, and it's depending on whatever set it is, and you like what was that?
My shoe.
Weird. Squeak. You jump in and you choose like two different like pre-constructed like deck or like half decks or whatever. And then it's like set, it's during for whatever set. And then you can just play that just created quick deck. Like kind of like the jumpstart boosters that we have. You just like play with that deck through the event and just like, the more you win, the more rewards you get and so forth and whatnot. And I just think that's actually a really cool thing because I don't want to spend any actual money on a fucking virtual card,
Yeah.
And like, yeah, I was just like, and they have the Final Fantasy one going right now. And what's cool is that if you like the deck, you can add it into like your decks, but you can't play those cards until you like clone them or spend like the virtual money or real money on getting those cards in the virtual sense. I don't know. It's just actually kind of cool. Like I've been wanting a Magic the Gathering card, like online card game that is really easy to passively play whenever I get the itch for decades. And I feel like this is they finally have achieved it. And it's not like they're losing money on giving like free play to people,
Yeah.
Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro. Fuck no.
I've only ever done the tutorial of that thing.
That's fair. Did you do the all 5 color matches or just like
I don't know.
You just like the here's a match and here's what you do type thing? Yeah. Yeah.
That made me understand the combat phase more.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm done. That's all I really need to understand.
Yeah. I mean, that's fair.
I
I guess that's my 3-minute intro of Magic the Gathering.
Cool. This is Tommy.
This is Jacob. This is Tommy and Jacob's mixtape.
Welcome back, everyone. This is TJ's mixtape.
Oh.
I'm Tommy.
Oh.
That's Jacob. We are a movie review podcast.
Yes.
We're two friends. We like to talk about movies.
We're friends?
And we talk about who made them, who's in them, do some reviews, kind of give an idea, a little our take on it, and then we give it a rating. The rating is arbitrary. It doesn't mean anything. If we didn't like it and you did, that doesn't say anything about you. Maybe we're wrong. Hey, maybe you're wrong. Who knows?
Maybe it doesn't exist.
But, yes. Last week we did a Bloodsuckers, or last block.
Yeah.
We did a Bloodsucker Summer.
Last couple movies.
Now we're getting into a clone movie block. But before we get into that,
inspired by just random conversation last week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
At the end of every episode, we pick 2 actors and find we connect the stars.
Connect the stars
via stars and other projects they were in. So if you listened last week, you know that it was Arnold Schwarzenegger to Meryl Streep.
Which is, I liked this one because they're just like such big juggernauts as like, actors in Hollywood on 2 different spectrums.
Yeah.
So
to find the crossover.
It's like Meryl Streep comedic but like dramatic actress, and then Arnold comedic but action actor. Do you want to start with yours?
Yeah, sure. I did Arnold Schwarzenegger to Batman and Robin.
Oh, okay.
With Uma Thurman. Uma Thurman is in Pulp Fiction with Bruce Willis, and then Bruce Willis in Death Becomes Her with Meryl Streep. I
was trying so hard to figure out how to get Death Becomes Her. I'm like, there's got to be something with Bruce Willis, and there it was. I'm proud of you.
Here, actually, let me mute my phone really quick.
Yeah.
I forgot to do that. Oops. Okay.
So mine started because I thought about the movie True Lies, and I remembered Bill Paxton's little cameo in that. Have you seen True Lies?
Is that the Jamie Lee Curtis one?
Yeah.
No, but I have the Super Nintendo game.
Oh, fair. I actually, if either review or just watch, I feel like you would really just get a kick out of that movie just because it's a fun like mid-90s ride with Arnold Schwarzenegger and his like anyway. All right, so I got Meryl Streep in Don't Look Up with Leonardo DiCaprio, who's in Titanic with Bill Paxton. Bill Paxton's
in Titanic.
Yeah, you remember the story of Rose when she's old? That whole bit?
Oh, the whole submarine shit.
Exactly.
I completely forgot about that.
Exactly, I know.
I forgot about that. It's all a flashback.
Exactly. Yeah, it's not just Leo and Kate Winslet.
Oh my god, I forgot
Titanic.
about that.
It's a whole also unreliable narrator. Maybe now that I think about it. Anywho, but Bill Paxton is in True Lies
With Arnold
Schwarzenegger, and also. I was just as I was clicking it up. Bill Paxton's also. I forgot about this. He has a small cameo in Terminator. He's one of the first punks that Arnold steals his clothes from.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of the bikers.
Oh, when you see a schlong.
Yeah,
Right.
in the shadow of his schlong.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the game. If you want to give comments at the end of this episode, we're gonna randomly pick 2 more people and then connect them. And if you think of any fun ones, it's really just a fun game to kind of go through and think of things like old projects and old movies. Because like that one, that just came to me.
Yeah, it's great when they just come to you. But then also and then you think of, like me, movies like True Lies, and you're like, man, I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Yeah,
and that movie is just really fun. Yeah. But anywho, we are not talking about either of those movies or any of these actors today.
No, we are on episode 254 with this year's Mickey 17.
Yeah.
For those of you who don't know what Mickey 17 is about, a colonizing mission goes awry when an expendable clone is duplicated illegally.
An expendable is a term that's
his job.
Yeah, it's his job. It's definitely, we know what expendable is, but like this is definitely like there's a.
Man, those shoes are loud.
Maybe take them off. God,
it's not a pleasant sound.
A word specific has a specific meaning into this world as well. But yeah, it came out this year.
Wait, but
what?
Did you like it?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Why'd I have to think about that? Yeah,
I don't know.
I do enjoy this movie. I think it's, I don't know if I really ever need to watch it again though.
Oh yeah, for complete transparency, this is the second time we have seen it.
Yeah.
We watched it when it first started streaming a couple months ago. I loved it. I actually liked it on a second watch more.
I mean, I feel like I had the same amount of appreciation.
I really didn't like the ending the first time I watched it. But
no, this time you did?
I didn't mind it.
There's bits of the ending I'm just like, this.
I didn't care as much. Like I didn't really have an opinion anymore. I was just like, that's how they ended it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah. So Mickey 17.
Yeah, it came out this year.
Originally, first release date was February 13th at Leicester Square, which is in London. Then February 28th in South Korea, and then March 7th in the U.S. So yeah, just recently, not too long ago.
Yeah,
just
literally
like 4 months ago.
4 or 5 months ago. Yeah. And it's also box office pretty decent for Against Everything. I mean, number 19 worldwide and number 22 domestically. And that'll probably move around as more movies come out this year, you know?
I didn't see it on the domestic list.
You
What
did?
number did you say?
Number 22.
Oh, I just don't want to update that if that's... Oh, weird. I even did the control... Maybe I was spelling Mickey wrong?
You're spelling Nikki?
Maybe.
But yeah, this movie, it's written and directed by Bong Joon-ho, who we have done before with Snowpiercer.
Episode 89?
Oh, man.
I think.
So crazy.
Yeah, 89.
Most probably more widely known for his Academy Award-winning movie Parasite.
Which did try to come on after this, and I went, nope, not in the mood.
And then also, you know, he did The Host and Oakjaw, which I just recently found out that Oakjaw has like maybe possibly like one of the biggest box office like of all time, but like people like I don't know, like American counters aren't counting it or something. I don't know.
Hmm.
I heard this. I don't know. I need to double check. I meant to double check it, but now I'm bringing it up, and now it's Snapple fact. Anywho, but the story of Mickey 17 is based off of a book written by someone named Edward Ashton, and he really only has this book
And the sequel.
and the sequel, which is Antimatter Blues.
Oh,
and it's also, the book is called Mickey 7.
Yes. Which was also released in February 15th of 2022,
Yeah.
which I only bring up too because that's a crazy turnover.
Well, from what I was reading, it almost sounded like Bong Joon-ho had access to an early like
Draft
of it, and maybe like Edward Ashton had some type of movie rights already, and then it was like, if the book is a bit of a success, then we will go forward with it. But we're finding a director, like, pre-production weird shit and whatnot. Maybe Bong Joon-ho was just like, this is a really cool idea. Just fucking release the book, and then I'm gonna do my own thing. Because there is quite a bit of separation between the book and the movie. Like the book is a lot more of a exploration of identity.
Well, which is what I thought was when I was reading that too, which I thought was funny because that was my problem with the ending of the movie.
Is that
it didn't stick with this mortality and what is it to be a human, and because
there is a term specific that I found.
Teletransportation paradox.
Teletransportation paradox, or known as the duplicate paradox, is a thought experiment on the philosophy of identity that challenges common intuitions on the nature of self and consciousness. If a person is somehow recreated, say by teletransportation, is the recreation the same person? This is like the Star Trek, like, paradox, not paradox, but thought experiment. Like when you teleport, are you the same person?
If you're breaking down the molecular structure and then re-putting it back together, is that the same person?
Exactly. Yeah. This takes it to another step further of, cloning in a sense, and not in a sense, and 100% of cloning.
Yeah, of what cloning
of what cloning, is known as. And yeah, this movie does explore that in a very subtle way, but that's not the main focus.
Well, and that's the problem.
And that's what I feel like the main focus of the book is.
Well, that's the problem, is it kind of feels like it's gonna go that way, and then they take a hard swerve into more of
political
satire, alien
war propaganda,
Trumpy.
Yes, because we have him in office right now.
Well, it's just a perfect storm, kind of.
But I'm also thinking Bong Joon-ho, South Korea. We got fucking Kim
totally.
Jong-un right north of him. So I think it's
a happy accident. It's a weird way to put it.
Yeah, because even like Bong Joon-ho has like stated, is like these political characters aren't based off of anyone.
Well, no, but it's like
it's just a dictator.
Yeah, but
as a dictator.
But like Trump is. I only say Trump too because Trump fits into Family Guy just naturally. I mean, into Futurama. That's what I meant to say. Just like naturally him, and it's just he just kind of. I don't know, like, what's his name? Kenneth Marshall is funny in a really scary way. He's not ha funny, but he's pretty with the teeth and the mascara.
He's an exaggeration of a character.
Yeah, he's very Nixon in Futurama.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So obviously when we get into doing our review, we'll talk more about all of that and whatnot. But yeah, like we already said, it's got it was directed and written, the screenplay written by Bong Joon-ho. And even Edward Ashton did comment that he knew that Bong Joon-ho
was going to depart
from what his main story was, but he trusted Bong Joon-ho, as he said he stated that he is a genius.
Well, that's the thing, and that's how it should be, but I feel like a lot of, that's a good mindset to go into it, but I think it also helps out that you have a director like Bong attached to it, because he's going to do something kind of interesting at least. Yeah. He's like, I may not love what he does with my story, but I don't think it's going to be bad.
I'm starting to wonder if we have, because I haven't seen Okja and I haven't seen The Host.
I do own The Host.
I know.
DVD.
And Okja is actually free to stream in places. I just need to fucking do it. Need to, pull the trigger and just watch them. But from Parasite, looking at Parasite and looking at Snowpiercer, Parasite and this movie have a very similar sense of humor. While Snowpiercer has like almost, I guess no, Snowpiercer does too.
Know what I think the big difference is, and I think this is. I'm
just kind of realizing something as I was saying that, but go.
I think it's like when he's doing this, like this in Snowpiercer, I think he's very aware of Western audiences.
Mm-hmm.
And Parasite, something that I think he's very aware of who he's making the film for.
Yeah, fair.
Because even the ending, like we were talking about, the changing over feels very Western Hollywood blockbuster sci-fi ending.
Yeah.
As opposed to like Parasite.
How did Parasite officially end?
Crazy.
Well, yeah, no, not. I'm not talking about like the craziness, but like what was like the catharsis?
Final shot.
Yeah.
I don't remember anymore. I do really want to rewatch that.
Yeah, maybe no.
That's to me. Know what it is? First rainy day of the season when we're just gonna be bundled in and it's gonna be nice and it's
And let's look at the conversation on classism.
I would love to get Parasite on DVD for like the commentaries and stuff.
If do they still do that?
Yeah, I feel like that would have like a special edition DVD.
Maybe that'd be cool.
That would. Be
I just feel like that's such a
lost
art, a lost
art
mode.
Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I feel like you
just real quick side tangent. One of my favorite commentaries I've ever watched was Ocean's 11, and it was Matt Damon, Brad Pitt, and George Clooney, I want to say, all doing commentary while watching it, and they're just like commenting on like what they're like. What are you doing in this scene right now, man? I don't know. I was just in this. It's really funny. Anywho, all right. Let's get into who's starring in this movie. What you doing? Are you?
Yeah, start. I'm here.
Okay.
I'm just looking. I'm just seeing.
Now I think one who's growing to be has become one of my favorite actors of our generation.
Like right here, Parasite: The Criterion Collection DVD.
Okay.
So,
Robert Pattinson.
Yes, Robert Pattinson, who has only been in like 48 movies, which is kind of crazy to me.
I mean, he's only 38.
I know, but it's one of those. He seems really famous.
It's because of Twilight. Everybody knows who he is because of Twilight, more or less.
Cedric Diggory.
Well, yeah, in his one movie in Harry Potter.
That was a really impactful moment, though.
It is. But I don't think people remember him more now because...
My boy.
That took me way too long to catch you. People remember him now more because of Twilight. Like if he wasn't in Twilight but just did Harry Potter, he would have been he was a dude in Harry Potter. But since he's also done Twilight, that's what shot him into the stratosphere, you know. But he's also done the Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, and I don't think he would have gotten the Batman if he hadn't been shot up into the stratosphere. You know.
Yeah.
His star power definitely helped him with that one. Oh, his acting chops are up there as well.
That's the thing. It's like I was even looking at his career. It's like he's a really great actor, but I think he's not good at picking roles.
There's
honestly.
one movie that he did that I saw clips from, and I want to watch it. And it's called The Rover. It has Guy Pearce in it.
What year is that?
2014.
I like to look at. Oh, here it is. Yeah, The Rover. 10 years after a global economic collapse, a hardened loner pursues the men who stole his only possession, his car. Oh, right. I remember this.
Because I've seen clips of Pattinson in it, and he
this.
looks fucking awesome. He looks like he's performing his ass off in it.
Yeah, I have seen this.
Yeah.
It's this would be good for that kind maybe that kind of isolated incident thing I've been talking about doing.
Okay.
Because it's really this would go great with like actually this will go great with Collateral, Jamie Foxx.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
okay.
Cool. It's very that vibe.
All right.
It's weird. And having a 6.4, I think that's audiences not getting it. Like, not to be that guy.
You just don't understand.
It is a very weird...
Rick and Morty is more about...
Yeah, it's a very weird movie, so I get people not liking it.
Yeah.
You have to really be in the, like... anyways.
Yeah.
But it's interesting.
And then we got our female lead as Naomi Ackie.
Who is down.
She kicks ass in this
Nasha
movie.
is fucking down.
Yeah.
I love her.
Also, I guess I didn't really pick up on the first time is really her love for Mickey is, I mean, it's very interesting, but it's, you know, how she literally, every time there's a new Mickey, she doesn't care. She just loves Mickey.
Yeah.
You know?
Even though there's these personality shifts.
Yeah.
And that's the other thing, too, that kind of bugged me. Like we talk about it. Like we talk about like there's all, and it's really swept under the rug. It's like it was like the smoking gun to explain why Mickey 18 is such a psycho.
Yeah.
But yeah, you said that like Mickey 16 was whiny and needy and just generally, and it's like we have this little dialogue, this little model over voiceover, I guess, to yeah, it happens all the time. And I was like, I kind of want more. Why?
Yeah.
Why do we have such drastic personality shifts? When it's supposed to be just a copy and paste situation.
We'll get more. There's, in my opinion, a lot more plot holes than that.
Oh yeah, I was just thinking about that one.
But yeah, Naomi Ackie, she was in Star Wars Return. Last Jedi or whatever. I don't know. She was in one of the Star Wars
Blink Twice
sequels. Yeah, and Blink Twice, which
was dope.
That is if you want a fun thriller.
Fun. I get why you're using that word. But that's
definitely not a fun. It's not a fun time.
Bold move.
Yeah, Channing. If you want to watch Channing Tatum play a really good bad guy,
yeah. If you want to watch like really Channing Tatum just kind of be his charming psycho self
and show how an underrated actor he is, in my opinion.
That he was really a great villain.
Yeah.
Again, weird. I don't. Let's move on.
We know. Yeah. When we say yeah,
Blink Twice was great. That was
Mark Ruffalo, who is great in this.
The best. Him and Toni. We can just do duo because they are like the
fair. Toni Collette. Yeah.
Mark Ruffalo and Toni Collette to me are like probably the best thing about this movie because a couple things. Toni Collette just plays a psycho great. She always has. She's just got that unhinged energy and that look, and she just always is. She's wonderful. But then Mark Ruffalo is always, to me, is the bumbling scientist. Like he's either Hulk, he's Bruce Banner, or in that Ryan Reynolds time travel movie, the Adam Project.
Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that.
He's the dad. And he's like the scientist, and he's kind of 13 going on 30.
Yeah, that's actually one of them I have written down here.
But
have you? This is our third movie we've done with him.
Zodiac.
Mm-hmm.
Did I write anything down? I don't think I actually even wrote anything down for him. Third movie.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Holy shit, I forgot he was in that.
Right? I know. I always forget he's in that.
Perfect example.
Right?
Perfect example of what I'm talking about is that guy. What's the third one?
This is the third one.
Yeah, okay.
I want to also do a shout out on Foxcatcher that he's in as well with Steve Carell and Channing Tatum. Because he plays Channing Tatum's brother. And that, yeah, that's all around great performances from everyone in that movie as well. And that's a little bit of a different from all of this. Like, Mark Ruffalo's fucking got range, man. He really is a great actor.
In this, he just looked like he was having so much fun.
Oh yeah,
just the teeth, like I was saying earlier, the teeth and the hair. And
he was wearing dentures, you could tell, and he's just like very like.
Yeah, like the idea was to give him like those really
big
kind of
veneers,
unsettling fake veneers. Where it's like Jim Carrey the Mask. They're just stand out and they're perfectly white. And
I don't know. He looks like he's gonna bite you all the time.
And he's doing a lot of the Nixon. Speaking of a lot of the
hand gestures,
and or the fact that like he's like now been like. He's got this organized religious backing him, but he doesn't want to call it a religion. He keeps wanting to call it the company.
Well, it is the company. It's a company, but yeah.
But like he's like trying to like not,
which feels like I don't know. I don't know if it. It's just religion in general, but it feels really KKK-ish because the
Aryan-esque, pure,
the perfect pure race
bloodline.
Yeah.
It really felt like they just kept wanting to say white people only, but they just weren't.
Yeah,
just weren't committing to it.
Yeah, it's like And Toni Collette, his wife, like a first lady type thing, but and her obsession with sauce.
Well, and then their like weird sexual energy. He's kind of a cuck, a little bit.
Is he?
Kind of. He's always like, "Do you want me to go harder?" She's like, "Yeah, go harder."
That's not a cuck.
Isn't it like she's wearing the pants? She's the power.
No. Okay. A cuck is someone who likes to watch their wife have sex with someone else.
I bet he does. I stand by it. I'm not changing my term. Doubling down. He likes someone eating her sauce. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Wow! Whoa! Is that going to be the promo? Maybe not.
I hope not. I'd really rather it not be. I regret that. I apologize. That was one of those immediately as it came out. Was like, well. Anyways.
Hey, it was good in the moment. Same for him. All right, and then we got just really quick shout out I want to do to Steven Yeun, who plays Mickey's best friend
Toni.
Tomi.
Tomi?
Tomi. Stephen Yeun, who's also in Okja, when I found out. Recently, one of my favorite shows ever was released on Netflix. Timo. Yeah.
I was like, that.
Then is that what I said? Or did I say Timo? Yeah, Timo.
Tomi.
We
were saying Tomi.
Oh, okay, yeah. Timo. He's a Beef on Netflix, which I'm still waiting and hoping for maybe a second season.
Oh, I thought you were about to say you didn't watch it.
No. I loved it.
Yeah.
And then obviously he's Glenn in The Walking Dead. But his character in this, I think, is one of the biggest problems.
Well, yeah, I mean, everything kind of...
No, as narrative-wise.
Oh. Why?
I think it just everything, his entire side plot slows the narrative of everything else down. I think there could have been more other options of like how to get them out of being locked up and stuff like that. It's just it just slows a lot of it down.
Oh, and then I'm sorry, but I want to Robert Pattinson, Devil All the Time. I forgot.
Oh, yep.
That
Tom
movie,
Holland. Yeah,
that movie's fantastic.
I need to watch it again. I remember liking it.
That movie's dope.
Yeah.
Speaking of thrillers, that one's just fucking.
And that's very out of type for him as well.
Everyone in that.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone in that is like weirdly. It's almost weirdly cast, but it's perfectly cast at the same time. Like even Tom Holland. Because he is like, hey, I'm Tom. And he's like really intense in that.
All right. Are we ready to go into reviews then?
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, I didn't even write down. Oh, what the hell? I just wrote down pop. I didn't write down the popcorn meter rating. So this has got on IMDb a 6.8. And then on Rotten Tomatoes, it's got a 77% tomato meter and then a 73% popcorn meter. So generally a little bit more favored by critics. Audiences are there. That's just not the same.
Well, on the meta score is a 72, which comes to generally favorable, with 44 positive, 15 mixed, and 1 negative.
Cool. All right.
With 100 by Clarissa Laurie, I think is how I feel.
100.
At the Independent, for all the cruelty and buffoonery that might surround his hero, Bong lets us on to a revelation. What we're really watching is a man learning that it's okay for him to be happy.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I made a
it's
note.
A weird 100.
And then I made a note to read this one. This is another positive with an 80 by Robbie Collin at The Telegraph. Mick is 17, about a hapless clone's misadventure on a colonizing mission, is a throwback to blockbusters as the late 20th century made them. A 100 million boisterous sci-fi satire that neither belongs to a franchise nor cares to start one, but instead jams as many eggs as it can into one increasingly precarious basket.
Man, that's a really accurate one.
That one I liked a lot because I was like, yeah, that feels like that's what we're doing. And I loved the not part of a franchise and not interested in starting one.
Yeah.
Because it could have been really easy to end this on what if we can continue? And that would have really...
Yeah. I wonder if this story ends in such a way that you wouldn't even be able to do like the sequel of Antimatter Blues, Maybe. Where
are we?
The Antimatter Blues.
With Mixed by Alan Ning with a 50 at Film Threat. While Bong Joon-ho delivers his signature visual flair and Robert Pattinson fully commits to the existential dread of his endlessly disposable character, the film struggles to keep its high-concept ideals fresh past the first act.
That's very good, too.
And then the one negative by Kyle Smith at Wall Street Journal, who gave it a 30. Even an audience expecting very little would be underwhelmed by this meandering, snowy dud, which, for all of its extravagance at a reported $120 million budget, combines insipid messaging with witless comedy and a weak plot that gets resolved in a silly way.
Interesting. The witless comedy. That's an interesting thing to say, because that's where I was kind of starting to think I'm starting to see a trend with Bong Joon-ho and his sense of humor, and there's this exaggerated and elevated character work with people. And I thought maybe in Snowpiercer, I was like, no, maybe it isn't in there, but it 100% is with Tilda Swinton. And it feels like an 80s absurdist play is the best way that I can put it, because a lot of like the 80s play work that I read, your characters were just these highly exaggerated forms of, like masculinity or this thing, and like to the point that they're almost clowns.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm starting to see that throughout, like the stuff that I've seen with Bong Joon-ho, even in Parasite, the characters are exaggerations of those types of characters. There's a lot of like really uncomfortable but weirdly absurdist humor happening in Parasite as well. Like the scene that sticks out specifically for that is when the homeowners finally come home and they start doing stuff on the couch, and what's his name from last week or from 2 weeks ago, the father of him, whatever, is like trying to like get to the stairwell to like run away, and like he's pretty much like falls at the same time that the thunder crashes to like hide, and it's so Looney Tunes ish.
Yeah, but that was, to me, was the South Korean thing.
That's it. Yeah, exactly. Bong Joon-ho is South Korean, so he's bringing that influence into it, and so that's what's happening. Like, think about all of the scenes with Mark Ruffalo, Kenneth Marshall. He's over the top exaggerated like that. There's even like the doctor, Archimedes or whatever his name is. I forgot to write that actor down. He's doing stuff as well. He's in Umbrella Academy. And he played.
Holy shit! Yeah, that's the Hitman guy.
Yeah, and
I
he's
don't
also.
recognize him without the
I don't know
beard.
if you watched Mindhunter, but he plays Ed Kemper.
Yeah, I saw a clip of it. I do want to watch that now. I watched the trailer and they're interviewing him.
Yeah. Oh, dude.
And that's like, it seems very dialogue.
It is. Yeah. Great show, by the way, as well. That's David Fincher. But the way that he's like every time so profusely apologizing to Kenneth Marshall. And just like, I'm so sorry that we were testing out this growth hormone, and I'm so sorry, sir. I'm so sorry. And Kenneth Marshall's just like, yeah. Well, what's happening? Just like there's this bigger than life characterization happening between both of them. His is the apologizing, sniveling, like scientist that wants to, do everything right for his grand supremacist, But then like when the creeper comes out of the rock, that entire scene is just one giant clown show of everyone tripping over each other. The doctor's running to go get the hazmat suits. Like, whoa. He's like the main doctor's like hits the glass and is like very like, he's such a big guy and he's just like scared to like pull the hazmat suit out of the glass. It's just, and even just like Kai's characterization of how she goes from, well, you have a Mickey now, let me have a Mickey. It's just like these weird extreme character shifts and or choices and whatnot. It's just I just now see a theme of Bong Joon-ho's like cinematic work. I'm sorry, that was a rant.
I mean, it's just like, and I think that's what it is with watching it a second time, is the fact that, like, how do I word this? Mickey should be really taken care of because, throughout our story, he is the one thing that is kind of keeping everyone from utter annihilation because of the fact that he's
the expendable. We need to explain what an expendable is.
So in this time, cloning is a thing, very successful thing, and you can even,
he can print people,
and you can back up memories to a brick. Which, sure, I love it. Let's go.
There's a metaphor in there that I can't see.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah. They really wanted you to see the brick, and I'm missing it. I don't know what it was, but so if you get it, please.
Yeah.
I see something there.
Yeah.
I can't see through the fog.
Yeah.
But yeah, so the idea is that now cloning, because of a serial killer situation, is now illegal on Earth. But our failed politician, who is now taking a colonization mission to another planet called Niflheim, which is also very pointed. And the idea is that for one space exploration mission, you can have one expendable, a clone that you will keep cloning after they die for dangerous suicide missions, basically.
To be a lab rat pretty much.
Yeah, to be
You know?
cannon fodder.
Yeah.
Like send them into the cave because we'll just clone another one. Once
Exactly.
They die.
And they very, very briefly bring up the morality of it. And like even when they're talking about like, well, if there's, are they all the same person? So do we try them all for the same crime? Do they all get equal amount of portions, or do they get only like half the amount? Like there's two of them. Is it one person that gets, splits rations? There's a big thing about like calorie counting and rations and like number, like
Felt very Snowpiercer.
yeah. Very I can't think of the word. I mean, it's dystopic, obviously, but like tracking by the number is the best way to put it. There's a specific term. I'm losing it, but yeah. And it's like all of that just kind of slowly is like it's presented. It's like, think about this while this is happening, and then it kind of takes the back seat to when the creepers and like the possibility of starting a war. And you fucking idiot, we're the aliens. This is their home planet, And Kenneth Marshall and his whole rise of, dictatorship.
Well, yeah, and it's like it becomes satire too because it's like this guy, Mickey, is this expendable, but it's like they figure out a vaccine from him.
Yeah.
They, but then the joke then is like, they send him outside the spaceship to go fix something that does not need to be fixed. They just trick him into getting bombarded with cosmic radiation just to see what will happen.
Yeah.
And that becomes kind of the twisted joke.
Yeah, the morality of like sending Mickey into a situation that he doesn't know what the actual test is happening on him, except until like they're actually injecting him with the
felt very Fallout.
Yeah, it's very Fallout. Yeah, very much that style of humor.
Yeah.
My biggest problem with this movie actually is the idea of each Mickey remembering how the other one died.
Because of the fact that they're backed up once a week. How do you remember?
Yeah.
Does he remember?
I mean, he says he hates dying. I don't like it. It doesn't matter how many times it happens. I don't get used to it.
Yeah, but I mean, that's true.
So unless
how does he?
Yeah, how does he remember? Like, if the memory is only a backup to like a certain point,
yeah,
it's like a save
like
file.
A cloud. Like then, sure, if you had made it into like a cloud, then it's like it's constantly.
Or unless some way like the physical body can like they're sucking juices out of the brain of the physical dead body to like implement the memory, take memory. Because like also the way that the memory is controlled in here is like very much as if it's like a fluid type thing or some type of electromagnetic connection,
which I guess it would be
how memories work.
Yeah, the synapses in your brain going off.
Oh, man, I don't even want to go down this rabbit hole right now.
Electric pulses, so
yeah, just secrete a fluid that make you think of stuff. I don't know. We don't understand how the consciousness works.
Through a brick.
Yeah, right. But yeah, that was like it didn't dawn on me until the very beginning of the second watch through, where I was like, wait, how does he remember?
Yeah, but I mean that's the Inception thing. That's like this briefcase makes it so you can it's that.
Yeah, but the science of Inception has a lot. I don't see as many loopholes in the science of Inception. I really don't.
Not even gonna get into that. It's a fucking briefcase through the arm. They travel through dreams.
They're connected. Anywho.
And he's connected to a brick.
But the brick isn't connected to him when he dies. Unless it is.
No, I mean they never talk about that.
Oh, yeah. I wonder.
Well, that would be what it.
There's something
that's fixed to it.
There's something always connected to him.
Well, he has like a black box.
Yeah. That would
have fixed it. The brick.
Whenever he goes on a mission, he has to plug into a box to
like a black box.
Yeah.
And then they try to get if the body is salvageable, they try to get the box back to.
But obviously, they're not showing that because we see him dying multiple times in the tube, being tested with the fucking gas, and he's not gonna. Yeah. But so that's kind of like my biggest. That's I think the biggest plot hole of this entire movie, especially talking about when you're talking about consciousness and identity, and then having two of the same person, knowing what it's like to die, and talking about mortality as the same person ish. I think that it kind of I mean, you got to eat the carrot to appreciate the metaphor and the message that's being said. But then by the end of it, the whole thing again, like what that fucking second person said, this is just a journey of watching Mickey 17 learning to like let go of how he has to punish himself and be happy.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, that's my biggest critique about this movie too, is the fact that the tone shift. Because it's like it starts off with this idea of that this is going to be a movie about what is it to be a very common sci-fi trope with cloning stuff.
Yeah.
Which is...
We are the same person, but now that there's two of us, we are now two separate people.
Well,
we are now carrying on two separate consciousness.
Well, then it's, then the faith aspect comes in because it diminishes the idea of a soul, and it's just a consciousness. You are just a brain, a meat machine, a meat mech suit.
It takes away the idea of a soul, in a religious sense of like there is a spirit that can leave you and have another life. Or another existence.
And then that's that whole one body, one soul, and then that even touches very briefly on the religion, the organized religion getting involved with it. And they want to shut it down just for that reason because it basically proves that that's not the case. And so they're like, we're just gonna make it not happen anymore because then we're right again.
Science is ruining us.
Yeah, but it's like that
Science
to me.
Proving it wrong.
To me, it's just weird because it started off with that question and really talking kind of about that. And then it goes into this, colonialism's bad, okay?
Yeah.
And it's like, not saying...
colonialism's bad, okay?
I'm not preaching like, yay, colonialism. What I'm saying is it's like, for this movie to start, because those are two very big themes and should take up a lot of your time. And because we kind of feel like we split down the middle, we're not really talking in much depth about them. We're kind of cliff noting, bringing it up, and then we just...
I feel like it starts focusing much harder on the colonialization.
Well, yeah, but we didn't... That's my point, though. It's like we didn't start off that way. It's like we started off with an existential crisis. What is it to be alive and to be a person? Now to humans suck and fascism's not good. So
with Mickey 17 having an identity crisis.
Kind of in the background.
Yeah.
And you're kind of like, well, these are two really big themes that... were not blended entirely well together.
Yeah.
And that's my biggest thing. Because what it feels like to me, and I'm not just saying because of what the synopsis of the book is, the beginning half is the book, and then we go into, now we're going to do the movie.
Bong Joon-ho talking about colonization now.
And dictatorship.
And maybe that is, I mean, that's like the best part of the movie, in a sense, because of Mark Ruffalo's character, If you take away that whole, like, talk,
Well, that's the thing. Then you change the theme of the movie.
Yeah.
Then you get Moon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is probably more accurate to the book as well.
Yeah, but it's like Moon is very serious.
Yeah.
Dramatic.
And then there might be then a better fit for Timo and his role to fit in, because, like I was saying, Timo's bits felt so unneeded. I don't feel like Mickey grew out of anything that Timo did.
I guess you're right too, because the whole Timo loan shark thing, like we didn't.
It just gives them an excuse why they're there.
But you don't need him. You don't even need Timo. Mickey wants to leave Earth. Why? Because obviously Earth is a shithole now.
Yeah.
Because we destroyed it, and he just wanted to leave Earth.
It's like all of his bits really just slow everything down.
Because even then, it's like, it seems like, well, they wanted to have that scene where 17 and 18 are fighting and 18's trying to kill Timo. And it's like, well, you still could have done that. And it was just a friend of his he made on the ship. It was kind of a piece of shit. You didn't need to have all this backstory.
You find out, he's actually been dealing the drugs the entire time.
And he's kind of a piece of shit. And 18 has a big problem with that for whatever reason.
Yeah. But I will say is like, it kind of like lends into Bong Joon-ho's like theme of like this exaggerated absurdism in that jail cell moment when like Timo just shows up out of fucking nowhere and he's like, I told you to bring a ladder. Where's the ladder?
Well,
and it's like how nonchalantly he's just ready to just chop his friend up. There's like no remorse or anything about it. And his character just really has like this big exaggeration of zero remorse as well.
Well, yeah. Well, the idea with that though is that like he's like, well, he's an expendable, so just reclone him.
Yeah, exactly.
But that's a plot hole because now he's not going to get recloned because he's a duplicate.
Well, but Timo doesn't know that.
Or multiple.
Timo doesn't know that.
He's sitting there talking to both of them.
Well, Timo, okay, yeah, but
it seems like it's common knowledge now because ever since that case, it's illegal.
That's fair.
You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
he knows now talking to both of them, but he still has this kind of like,
But
it's okay because they'll reprint you. And it's like, well, not anymore because they broke the law, even though it wasn't their fault.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I did like that.
I really like that because it's such a fascist, like,
it's almost like pro-lifey to me in a weird way. It's like, well, like that. So they make it this big. There's all these like red tape and all these legalese now attached to it, to something that this person is not involved in. Obviously, the serial killer guy, he did it on purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all fucked up. Y'all didn't confirm he was dead and cloned him anyways just because he was missing in action.
Mm-hmm.
And then Timo being a piece of shit, not saying anything, or, you know, we don't know what the conversation was. It's like, oh, I saw him in a ravine, and then they should have been like, oh, was he dead? And it's like, well, no, he was still sitting there. And then they go off, you know, because of the humor of this movie. They go,
Timo could probably be like, oh, he's definitely dead, you know?
Well, yeah, but it's left to us to fill in the blanks of that conversation. But it's like, oh, well, now you fucked up by not double checking your work, and now it's somehow their fault, and they're going to be
there
punished
should always
for
be
your
like, well, bring
error.
the dead body back. Like, we need physical
Double tap.
Yeah,
We need a confirmation kill.
Yeah,
you know?
we need proof, actual physical proof. Like
Bring me the head.
Bring me the head.
Yeah. I mean, and I just thought that was a really funny little bit because it's like there, and that goes into Mickey's kind of like self-doubt and self-loathing. You know, it's his fault.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, well, no, dude, it's not your fault at all.
Yeah.
And the fact that the punishment is, it's like, well, the punishment should be just to kill one of you.
Yeah.
I guess that sucks, but it's like the punishment
Or kill,
is
just like, okay, kill them both and we'll print another one.
Yeah.
Without the memory of it.
Yeah, you know, but it's like the severity of you will both be exterminated and your backup cloud file is also going to be destroyed.
It's the extremist sense of
the
it.
extremist of like, and no kind of wiggle room, or and it's like, well,
which goes to show, which like really fits into a really like, you know, fascist regime. You know,
yeah, it really regime kind of thing with that.
Yeah.
But I just thought that was funny. And that's what I mean about the pro-life thing. It's like, well, we're not going to take any responsibility for our part.
Mm-hmm. I see.
In the caring of the situation. You know, like we want him around to do what we need him to. But besides that, we're not going to take care of him. And that goes into how they treat him. Mm-hmm. And even there's that ongoing joke.
Like how he gets like just such a small amount of rations.
Or like they're literally killing him over and over again with a fucking nerve toxin, and they're like taking selfies, and then they give that Dorothy character a little bit of humanity throughout it. Like she's the only one that still treats him like a human. Yeah. Or not even a human, just a living thing that is being, you know, it's not even besides, it's not even like, oh, because he's human, I feel bad. It's like, oh, this is just a shitty thing to do.
I mean, there is this like, something. There is points in it where the reality of that job, even though it's exaggerated, is very true too. It's like when Kenneth Marshall is holding the gun up to his head and he's like, I should just put him out of his misery. It'd be the humane thing to do. Mm-hmm. You know, if he was actually just about to be dying, you know, of like whatever the fuck that was, Old Yeller maybe is, because the reality is they are just going to print out another one. Yeah. You know, maybe he's like, yes, please take me. I don't want to feel this pain anymore. Print me out another, print me again, you know?
Well, and that's even the thing though, too, is like, that's a really great conversation between the two Mickeys. And again, it's a moment where we're talking about existentialism. He's talking about how, you know, it was always just him continuing. Yeah. But now that he sees another one in front of him, that illusion.
I am done.
That illusion of
everything now stops for me.
Yeah, that illusion of, oh, I'm just going to keep continuing is now broken because the chain's been broken. Now there's two, and he's looking at a completely different, you know, personality. Yeah. And I was like, see, like, that's interesting.
That's so interesting.
Let's talk more about that. No, we're not going to talk about that anymore.
No.
Okay, we're not going to just dive into that a little more. Now it's going to be, you know, it's kind of like, okay.
Now it's going to be a push for the pure race.
Yeah. You're like, oh, all right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that scene, that I was thinking of when that scene where Mickey 17 is telling 18 about the dinner, and Mickey 18's freaking out about it, had real Dennis Leary, the ref energy.
Oh yeah. I was reading that Robert Pattinson kind of based his performances like a lot from like the physical comedy and Mickey 17 a good amount from Jim Carrey and Dumb and Dumber.
Okay.
And then for splitting Mickey 17 and 18 up, Ren and Stimpy.
There you go. Yeah, that fits.
Yeah.
That works.
Yeah. And also, I said while we were rewatching this that I really feel Pattinson's performance in this really it feels like it is as like an Oscar nom. It probably won't get it, unfortunately, but he's so transformative and like between both characters, even like in his voice. Mickey 17 is just like a little bit more in the back of the throat and just like, yeah, come on guys, let's do this. Mickey 18 is like Batman. I'm gonna kill you. And it's so smoothly done, like it's inconsistent, like it's so grounded. That's the word. Both of them are so grounded in the personalities that he's created for those two characters, in the voice and the mannerisms and everything, that it's so good. It's such a great performance. But also I think since this movie has so many loopholes like this, it's not getting as much praise as like Parasite did. I mean, Parasite was an absolutely bonkers great movie, but yeah, and then it's just kind of sad, like these like awesome performances from actors can just kind of maybe go to the way, just get overlooked because the movie itself isn't as notoriously as good. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But fingers crossed. I actually kind of hope he gets an Oscar nom for this movie because he is fucking really good in it.
I mean, that's fair. I just don't think he will.
I know. Yeah. You know, it'd be really funny if he gets an Oscar nom and Michael B. Jordan get an Oscar nom, and then it's just like people like arguing like, well, it's just like, and then it's like because they both play two different characters.
Oh, the twins.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, did you want to talk anything about the creepers and like their whole role in all of this, the metaphors with them?
Well, yeah, because it just like
which goes hard to get more into the colonization thing.
Yeah, the indigenous species are these like elephant roly-poly things.
That's a good way to describe them.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what they reminded me of. And, you know, the idea is that they're introduced as these mindless monsters, and then you just find out that they are
very intelligent
and very...
have a sense of humor.
And can communicate.
No strategy.
Yeah. And it just, I don't know, it's just that hard pivot into that just makes it to me a more Western sci-fi movie, you know, and I don't really know how I feel about it because and like I said, the second time I was like, okay, and then maybe it's just because I knew that it was coming, so the shift didn't feel as abrupt as when I first saw it. But I mean, it's fine, I guess. And then him and Mickey and them become friends. And
no, I mean, it seems that he's kind of becomes their not correspondent. What is it? What is
ambassador or
liaison?
Yeah, liaison or whatever.
between the two. He's like, and also I really liked the scene with that whole realization of when Naomi's like, or not, what's her name? Nasha. When she's like, you're telling me they saved you? And he's like, oh, yeah, I guess. It's like such a great representation of like how low Mickey 17 thinks of himself, that them pushing him out of the hole out back into the into the snow or whatever is them refusing to eat him because he's bad meat or because he smells bad.
You're recycled spam, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is also, I mean, a very implemented thing. Like the way that he's treated constantly, you know, effect on your, you know,
well, yeah,
yourself
like for 4 years,
yeah, you know, how you view yourself. So, I mean, it just shows how Mickey 17 was such a. Actually, that's kind of an interesting thing to think about. Mickey 17 is this part of Mickey Barnes that is now just like so self-deprecated that he has almost no self-esteem and like no almost has a will to live because like he wants to live, but like has such a low view of themselves, you know.
Yeah.
While Mickey 18 is now another step of like people like treating you this way for so long is now it's like now I'm gonna fucking get back at the person that's been doing this, you know. His hatred towards Kenneth Marshall and like the experiments, and he's just like more like a jaded employee in a way, you know.
About to go postal, quite literally.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I think the weakest part is the alien bit because it just is not
The colonialization side.
And again, not defending colonialism.
No. You're not No, you're saying that the metaphor of colonialization was forced into the story that was supposed to be about identity and existentialism.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're not rooting for colonialism at all.
No, I'm just making that clear because I don't know. I just think I thought the starting of that trope that we were going to talk about was going to be very interesting, and then we just didn't.
I wonder, like, really quick. I'm just gonna go look at the book really quick. Space colonist, tries to survive a beachhead colony. Temporary line created when a military unit reaches a landing beach. Okay, yeah. The job he reluctantly signed up for is to be expendable, undertaking all of the most dangerous tasks necessary for a mission to colonize the ice world Niflheim. So the colonization aspect is in the nature of that original book.
Mm-hmm.
It's just it seems like Bong Joon-ho really wanted to like make a statement about modern politics as well, and also the use of media with Kenneth Marshall as well, like how he kind of has like his own talk show and like he's constantly, you know.
Well, and even then the red hat.
You got a red hat?
Yeah.
When do you have a red hat?
They all wear red hats.
You mean the red robes?
No, the.
Oh, yeah,
that's why I was like,
yeah,
well, I feel.
Yeah. That is a little pointed, actually. That is a little pointed, yeah.
Is it accidental? It doesn't. I mean, I think the character was written, and they were like, oh, what if we give his supporters red hats? You know,
yeah.
But that was just,
it wasn't the initial intention, but it just kind of slowly.
They're like, well, we might as well.
yeah. Shit.
Like,
yeah, but even
call
still,
a spade a spade.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely a dictator, just a dictator.
Yeah.
Inspired by many dictators that are in the world currently, maybe right now. All right, I think we can probably wrap this up. Do you agree? Do you have any other thoughts?
No, that's kind of it.
What do you want to give it?
A 3.
A 3.
Because of the fact of like that review stated, it's like it's its own little self-contained thing. It's not part of a franchise. It's not going to be part of a franchise. I'm looking at it as it just a small little sci-fi movie about a clone, and I'm like, yeah, and it does that. Granted, everything I said about the theme changing and everything, it's fine. The existential bit is fine, and the colonialism bit is fine. Are they great, mind-blowing narratives? No. Do they get the point across that they're trying to make? Do they touch base on it a little bit on each one, and then do they resolve it in a way? Yeah. Do I think the ending's a little weak? But I think it's a pretty solid, fun sci-fi kind of.
Yeah, I think it actually
comedy.
Like, I don't think there's ever a moment where you get confused with the narrative.
No, it's.
Yeah.
Here you go. So I would say at least the 3. I mean, I would be down to go higher. I just don't think you would go higher.
I was almost leaning on a 4 for a hot second. And I think that actually, you saying 3, it's bringing me down to like a 3.5 because I think the performances in it really do elevate this movie to even more watchable because you start to forget about some of these little plot holes, you know, that we were talking about. And then, the ending, I feel like another thing that kind of slogged the ending was his weird, I used to have nightmares, blah, blah, blah. And Toni Collette at the printing machine trying to print out Kenneth Marshall.
Oh, but she's dead.
Yeah. But he's having a nightmare. It's like, it just like, it felt, the ending felt like.
Yeah, like actually that's a good
dragged.
point. What the hell was that? Why was that?
Yeah. I didn't get it. I think it was. Oh, it was him overcoming the nightmare and the fear.
Oh, it was him turning into Mickey 18 a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, finding a little bit of that backbone and learning how to be happy.
Yeah, but it's like that would have fine. You can do that, but make it a real situation. Make it make him stand up for Nasha, or you know what I mean. Like make it real.
I don't know how I'm just have it. I don't know. It was just like that. That kind of seemed to slog on the ending.
Well, like
a little bit.
That scene with the pigeon, him telling him how to do the thing.
Yeah.
It's like you could have changed that a little bit to where then the pigeon started getting him attitude, and he told the pigeon to go fuck off.
Yeah, just a little bit of character development there.
Yeah,
but I still think a 3.5. Just I think the performances really do elevate this movie quite a bit.
Okay, I'm done. I'm down for a 3.5. Okay.
Do you remember what we're doing next week?
The Island?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
Oh no, who was it? Oh yeah.
What?
I did the Connect the Stars, and it was Chloe. What's her name? Mortez.
Oh, Gloria Grace Moretz.
Yeah. To Jennifer Aniston.
Did you want to do that one?
I felt like that would have been pretty good.
Okay.
Right? Does that feel?
Yeah.
Sure. I just feel like that was random enough. Well, I feel. Did we just do Jennifer Aniston?
Did we do Jennifer Aniston?
Well, I know we did. Well, no, because I did Horrible Bosses.
Oh,
yeah. Now let's see. Let me do another one. Let's see who comes up. Amy Adams to Morgan Freeman. No, can't. What? Can we do that?
What do you mean? We can do anything.
I think I just made a connection now.
Oh, I'm writing on Chloe Grace Moretz to Jennifer Aniston.
Wow, don't be so impatient. All right, so that was episode 254 with Mickey 17, which we gave a 3.5 out of 5. Coming next week will be a review of The Island, Michael Bay.
That's Michael Bay?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Ewan McGregor and
Oh,
Scarlett
I just
Johansson.
remembered like some of the history of it, like the whole lawsuit thing.
I don't know about that.
Oh.
So I will find out about that tomorrow. Next week. So yeah, follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Like, subscribe on there of all of our promos. And on our promos, you see what's coming up from the weeks. Take a look at that. Look at some of our past episodes. See if there's anything that interests you. And then there's a link tree attached to everything.
Episode 80.
Yeah. There's a link tree, and on there you can find everything on for Apple, Spotify, YouTube. We do have cameras if you like to watch more
On YouTube. See faces.
I think that's everything. This is Tom.
It's Jacob.
It's Tom and Jacob's
Mixtape.
Bye, guys. Bye.